Hey, I'm Shay Kelly. On this episode of Shay's Rockin' World Tour, we continue our look at the Southeast Asian paradise, Malaysia. We'll visit Langkawi Island, get a glimpse of Thailand, and check out some amazing eagles. We'll get together with a family of monkeys, and we'll check out their swimming hole. We'll soar up a mountain in an awesome cable car. We'll take in the wackiest parade I've ever seen, and I'll get in some bull riding. I'll go parasailing above Pantai Chenang, and the whole crew will join me on a banana boat. And we'll watch Pop Shabbat perform at an outdoor concert. So join me for a second look at our visit to Malaysia on this episode of Shay's Rockin' World Tour.
Everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to see their face on TV.
In our last episode, we toured the capital of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. We had an awesome time checking out the sights in and around this amazing city. Today, we're on our way north to the resort islands of Langkawi. Langkawi Island has recently been renamed Langkawi Geopark because it was recognized by UNESCO as a World Geopark, one of only 50 in the entire world. A geopark is an area that is focused on sustainable development and protection of the environment. Although Langkawi is enjoying a lot more attention from tourists in the last 25 years than its more well-known neighbor, Penang, the people here are serious about maintaining the natural forests and mangroves and in protecting the wildlife. We'll learn more about that later, but right now, I'm ready to hit the beach. We're here on Pantai Chenang. This beach is like a magnet for tourists and backpackers. There's all sorts of fun stuff to do here, so let's go check it out. When you're looking for fun in the sun action, it's all here. From just catching some rays to full-out adrenaline chasers. I'm here with my camera buddy Denise, and we're going to tear it up.
For work today, I'm going jet skiing in Malaysia. I don't know how I got this job.
I love jet skiing, and if Dee could slow down for 2 seconds, we might actually get some work done.
You're watching Shay's Rockin' World Tour!
Being a passenger is cool, but it isn't nearly as fun as taking the controls. Everyone knows that I'm not the world's greatest driver, but this is pretty fun. That was so cool. It was awesome. It was great fun. Interesting experience. The last time I went parasailing was in New Zealand, and I had Robin with me to make me feel safe. Now I'm flying solo, and I'm not entirely sure about it. I've never done parasailing by myself before, and you have to pull something? I don't know. But I've always done it tandem. Somebody else is doing the work, so a little bit nervous and scared.
How young are you?
13.
Sorry?
13.
15?
13.
30?
1,
13.
1, 3. I think 30. Okay, hold here. And one more. Yes. Number 1, only run. Okay?
Okay.
When you fly, relax. Okay? Take you 1 round. Come back for landing. Please looking me at the beach. Okay?
Okay.
I call to you, pull, pull. You pull only this one. Okay?
Wait, he said pull only this cord. What happens if I pull the wrong one? Do I spiral out of control? The driver took me for a bit of a dip, but it didn't really bother me. The water was gorgeous. Gliding through the air, admiring the beautiful Malaysia beachfront was really relaxing, but I did keep on worrying about the issue of getting back on the ground. But these guys were such pros, I didn't even have to do any work. I just touched down, no problem.
Sick?
I think it was worth it to be a little
Hey, you're watching Shay's Rock
World Tour.
Stay right where you are because when we come back, we'll meet some monkeys, get the lowdown of what it's like to be a DJ, and catch up with the incredible musicians of Pop Shove It coming up after this on Shay's Rockin' World Tour.
Everybody wants to be famous.
We're here on the east side of the island, and we're gonna go on a mangrove tour. Wow, it's just gorgeous here.
Our mangrove tour took us up to the Killam River with our guide, Ravi. Mangroves are the trees and shrubs that grow along the coastal habitats in the tropics. They're really important to the ecosystem as they protect the soil from erosion, particularly during monsoons and other tropical storms. It's absolutely peaceful out here.
Okay, now we're in the mangrove swamp area. We are going to the eagle feeding. There's one of the highlight of the tour for the mangrove safari, right?
Nice. Great.
This wild eagle conservation effort is 40 years old now, and the eagle population has grown from 15 pairs to over 400 eagles.
So one of the reasons we can do eagle feeding around here because we have a lot of mountains surrounded by here, the limestone mountains, so they like to stay on the top of the mountain. So that's why we have a lot of eagles around
Look how
here.
they just glide.
These wild predators have grown used to humans and the sounds of the boats. They're not shy about dropping
And
by for
why
lunch.
the eagles? We have a lot in the mangrove swamp area because you see we have a lot of fish in the mangrove swamp area, so easy for them to catch fish, and also other species like a crab or mud skipper. Yeah.
You'll see different kinds of eagles here. One is called Brahminy kite and also the white-bellied sea eagle.
What kind of food do you give them in the middle?
The food we give them just now is meat mixed with the fish. Yeah. So we don't give much because otherwise they become lazy.
Some of them have a wingspan of over 1 meter.
So you're watching Shay's Rockin' World Tour in Mangrove Safari in Langkawi.
We sailed a little further down the river to a really cool restaurant right in the middle of the mangroves. When we first arrived, we got so excited to see this monkey on the roof of the restaurant. Little did we know what we were going to find round back.
That was so good.
The place is overrun with monkeys.
They have such great balance, hey?
Monkeys of every shape and size. Mothers and babies, teenagers and old men. You could definitely tell they were unfazed by having visitors around.
Now it's high
Then we
tide,
took a
going to
nature
high
walk
tide
through
now.
their neighborhood, and we dropped by their swimming hole.
What was that?
You can see the monkey swimming there.
Oh, they're swimming. There's so many of them. It's hard to believe that they can swim.
They looked like they were having such a good time.
That's so great. That was just like a bunch of kids playing at their local swimming hole.
So, this is Uno. Can you tell me about this aspect of the band? On our last show, we met KO band Pop Shove It, and today their DJ Uno is going to teach me how to scratch.
Some people call it record player, some people, but the term is turntables. Is this so? What it does is actually play vinyls and records, like our parents used to listen to a lot of this before CDs and tapes, you see.
How does it work?
Well, first you gotta turn it on.
That might help.
Alright, so as you can see, this is what we call a mixer. This is what we call the crossfader. Crossfader, this is what actually create the scratches, the sounds. Let's say this is the turntables, this is the record, and this, when I start, so that's the sound. It's coming out of the record. When I turn this off, it'll be off. And it's like on, off, on, off, on, off. And
Interesting sound.
yeah, so when you pair that with a very rhythmic movement of the hand and the crossfader, you have what we call scratch.
Very cool.
Yeah, and I can even manipulate the sample of the and it's like yeah.
That is so cool.
Do you know that the world youngest scratching champion of the world is actually from Canada?
Really?
Yep.
Maybe with a quick
Wow.
lesson, I could be
Yeah.
on my way
Go
to winning that
Canada.
title someday.
You wanna have a try on this? It's easy.
Okay.
Yeah. So the sound changes as your hand moves. You see, the slower you move, the different sound. The faster you move, you have a different sound. It's like.
Wow.
Yeah. You wanna try?
Okay, so you.
Or maybe not.
So cool.
Yeah. But one thing that you don't know, it's actually a spaceship. It's like, yeah, we have like a secret button here. So whenever I feel bored with the band, I'll just push that button and it will turn into a big spaceship, take me out to the space.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right,
Pretty
you know, a
impressive.
Keep this between us.
spaceship. Don't go anywhere because we've got a lot of ground to cover here in Malaysia. We'll sail through the sky, check out the Malaysian take on cowboys, and rock and pop shove it at the Hits FM anniversary bash. She's Rock and Roll Tour continues after this.
Everybody wants to be famous.
Rising from the base camp at the foothill of Mount Machingchang is Panorama Line County, a 2.2-kilometer cable car ride up to the top station. I boarded the cable car, not really sure what to expect. Now, I'm from the prairie, so I'm not used to the mountains. Dee and I were pretty pumped up for the first leg of the trip to the top. It does take some getting used to. Once you get going, it's so beautiful to float silently over the rainforest.
You can just see the tops of trees, and you don't see where they end. From up here, they just look like they look almost like moss.
Sometimes it looked like we were going straight up.
Coming down will be interesting.
We took a bit of a break at the first station stop. But we were determined to go all the way to the top. So high up, but it was so smooth, it was so easy. We were lulled by the smooth ride to midway.
Hurry! I'm in! Ready, go! Shady!
And between stations, it's very nice. But it's the arrivals that are always a surprise.
So much further away. Wow.
Wow.
Look at
But hey, the view is certainly worth a few moments of anxiety.
that's just gorgeous. Hi, mommy. I'm alive.
Maybe not!
That was an interesting landing. Sounds like the Tower of Terror on a cable car. Oh, but look how gorgeous that is.
We took in the sights of Langkawi from the suspension bridge, but it's time to head back down. It's definitely a thrill ride for us prairie girls, but it's totally solid, even though it's really high. And to be honest, not all the crew was able to do it.
Look at the cables. Look at how steep that is coming down.
The cable car has the longest suspension in the world between two stations. It was built without constructing any roads through the jungle. How did they do that?
I never knew before I got here how beautiful Malaysia was.
We specialize in hand-drawn batik painting and also dresses. Composition of the design is sketch.
Batik is an Indonesian word and refers to a wax dyeing technique. This art is over 1,000 years old.
Control the temperature of wax. Yeah, we also heat the wax there. Yeah.
Melted wax is applied to the cloth before it is dipped in dye. They use a canting needle. The wax seeps out of the tiny cup at the end.
Right, and we fix the color for 8 hours. Yeah, to make it a color permanently. Then we boil it later. Yeah, to get rid all the wax. Use 3 types of material. On cotton, on silk, and also mix cotton and silk. Yeah.
After the last dyeing, the fabric is hung to dry, and the wax is removed, revealing the deep, rich colors.
Yeah, no more wax here, and after boil, you can see only the line there. Yeah, it depends from base color, and like this also for original batik. If you turn at the back, in the same color. Yeah.
You'll find batik artwork and clothing all over Malaysia, and there are so many choices.
That one's cute. Seashells. Where is the money? D. should I get?
I'm a shopaholic, what can I say? Malaysia is such an interesting place because of all the cultures that make up their country. The crew and I even got to try out some traditional dancing. Hey, I never said I was any good. So we've gotten a good idea of the Far East, but what happens when we see their take of the wild, wild West? Coming up after the break, the Cowboy Town Parade. We'll spend more time with Pop Shove It and help celebrate 10 years of rock and roll.
Everybody wants to be famous.
Next up is the Afamosa Resort located south of Kuala Lumpur in Malacca. First stop for us was the Wild Animal Show. Last time I was this close to a lion was in Kenya. What would Paul, our tour guide, say now?
I don't trust the lions personally because they look very, very innocent. They are very, very dangerous.
Anyhow, the sun is setting on another beautiful day in Malaysia, so I think it's time for a little bit of fun. We're off to Afamosa's Cowboy Town. I don't know if these people expected me to be any good at this. I've tried bull riding once before in Jamaica, but come on, it's not like I'm a pro. I hope they're not disappointed. Ooh, now they're happy. The Cowboy Parade started off with a bang. But pretty soon, the Western theme seemed to transform into something altogether different. I'm not exactly sure on the authenticity of the North American Indian fire blowers, but, you know, we'll check that one out. I think the most impressive thing they did was train a flock of birds to fly out to present their grand finale.
Please give a big shout out for Pop Shove! I see everybody up on your feet right now! When I'm told what should I do? And I hate it when you ain't no rich, makes it hard for me to get through. So save me from your authoritative voice without a face. I'm the unheard. That's left me hard if you're gonna be embracing my life. But I hate it when I struggle, you criticize. And I hate when I do what I do, but I work this 9 to 5. And I hate when your sports the answer to my demise. And I hate when you offer a day.
We're at the 10th anniversary bash for local Kuala Lumpur radio station Hits FM. The guys from Pop Shove It told me that without the support of Hits FM, there wouldn't even be a Pop Shove It. So they're showing their appreciation to the pumped up crowd. I'm here with my friend Ezzy, who joined us all the way from Canada. It's a business for the band, but they still like to keep things personal.
It's through that we get the reputation in the scene, you know. We find that by working with friends, they have more passion in producing the videos, and it's not like, you know, based on money, you know. It's business still, but we have a friendship going on, and it's better than
The band is extensive touring, so it's a good thing that they get along.
The hardest part is not getting enough sleep because you do a lot of traveling. You know, you literally, it means you're on the road, you know, touring. It's basically just sitting in vans, waiting, and that's it. It's not as hyped up as it's made to be.
I totally understand where you're coming from on that one, JD. We spend a lot of time on buses when we're filming a show. The touring is hard, but the band is totally committed and their unique sound is being warmly received. As usual, we're running out of time. If you want to see and hear more from Pop Shove It, check out shaysrockandworldtour.com for links to Pop Shove It and more behind-the-scenes action. So, what's next for Pop Shove It?
Well, we're going to be hitting the studios, working on our 4th record. But, you know, before doing all that hard work, I've got a better idea. Why don't we hit the pool?
That makes sense.
Yeah!
1, 2, 3! That's it for our special 2-part look at the beautiful nation of Malaysia. I'd like to thank James and Ravi, our tour guides, Tourism Malaysia, all the other amazing people we met along the way, and AJ, Uno, Rudy, Moots, and JD from Pop Shove It. Be sure to join us next time on Shay's Rockin' World Tour.
You're watching Shay's Rockin' World Tour! Yeah!
That was good. From the suspension bridge in Langkawi, Are they supposed to be pink? Really? It's like he's pretty mad. I don't know if I want to go near him.